All right, good morning, all. Thank you for bearing with us. We got started late, but nevertheless, we're here. We're back with Women in Linux. What episode is this? Episode 28 for Tech Stocks and Jobs. Where we're gonna talk about a lot of little different things, concepts, I should say, and jobs and stocks. But nevertheless, you're here, so let's go over a few things just for housekeeping purposes. You can find us on womeninlinux.org. If you want to donate, I'll start backwards this week. If you want to donate with your time, money, share, tweet, watch a couple of videos, put them in rotation. If you prefer to shop, that's another way to donate. In our anniversary items, we also have other items as well too, such as just shirts that are not represented on this site for women in Linux, such as for our merchandise, such as unisex shirts and so forth. And you've seen D in some of these shirts. I'm wearing the Women in Linux polo shirt. That's not one we have in stock, but it could be made available. The next one is, how do you connect with us? You connect with us on Slack. You will have to sign up and get a Slack account, and then the app, and then you can connect with us on Slack. And also, if you want to know anything about us, just ask. Closed mouth don't get fed type of situation. And as well as you can also link up with us on, if you want to do a one-on-one session, you can post a link for Calendly. If you want to link up with us on Calendly, and as well, if you want to just reach out to us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, what have you, email us or whatever the case may be, whatever the best form of communication. I know someone had asked another time, like, is PayPal the only way to donate? Nope. You could always send a money order or a check. Old school. That's another way. Or Zelle as well. So with that being said, let me also give shout out to everyone who's here this morning. Let me see what's going on. Bobby, Annex Group, see you. Sasha, good morning. Missed you on the meetup on Thursday. We didn't do Wednesday. Missed you Thursday. And Adele, how y'all doing this morning? Hope everything is going well for everyone. Hope everyone's staying COVID free too, or Delta variant COVID free as well. All right, so let's get into some stuff that was sent to me this week. Let me pull this over. All right, so there was a job that was sent to me yesterday. Let me cut and let me read it. In fact, I just bring it over so you can see it. Hopefully, you can see this on the screen. All right. So, and I'm just gonna go through some of these. All right. So this, and we'll look at the stock for this as well too. All right. So this particular job is with GE Digital, and what GE Digital does is they handle all of the IT work for General Electric. It's just a division inside of General Electric, but they handle all of the uh, IT work. They're looking for SRE. It's based in Atlanta. I think you start out as remote first. Oh, yeah, you do remote, but I think eventually at some point they would like for you to move to Atlanta, but not right now. It's not like until after COVID or nothing like that. I think you just want you to come up probably in person just to meet the people and so forth. You get a 15% annual bonus. I asked about this bonus. This bonus is based on it is based on performance, and it's your performance, not the performance of the company. So I'm not sure how that gets measured. Um, and also the person that reached out to me, his name was Steve. So let's go and look at what the position actually entails. I need to bring that up in my email. And but before we do anything, let's go look at General Electric. Let's go look at their stock. Let's look at what is how it's been performing. So we're gonna go over here to Yahoo Finance. Their ticker symbol should be GE. Um, let's go here. All right, $12.95. Friday, 1 month. 6 months, year to date. Let's go out 5 years because they've been around for a while. Um, I see the bullish on that. Let me look and see. Do they have any thing here? They got what they talked about in here. They talk about their financials, and you can go dive off into their financials for GE. And then let's go to their website. Just go to General Electric website. And then I want to bring up that job as well too. I didn't mean to do that. I just want General Electric and I don't want the other stuff. Okay. Okay, General Electric G.com and careers. And let's see. Don't allow. Healthcare. So this is what we were discussing yesterday. They do the actual IT work for the healthcare department, the additive manufacturing. Let's see what else they have in here. Power. Oh, and also aviation as well too. I know people know they're known for aviation, renewable energy, and so forth. So let's go and tackle. Um, let's go GE corporate. Should maybe do GE research, but let's go corporate here. And let's look at job functions. Then we got engineering technology. Don't allow. All right, chief scientist of industrial AI, a technology manager, high assurance systems, a lead engineer in aerothermal sciences, an RF micro systems researcher. Some of these do require degrees. Robotics engineer, embedded software security engineer. Remember, we talked about this when we are talking about the robotics and the embedded software security. Remember, we talked about embedded engineering, what that looks like. Here's a security engineer for embedded systems, a technology manager for under computer vision. I spoke on computer vision a long time ago. There's a free, as an open source project out there that you can get spun up on and learn computer vision. Embedded software programmer and a lead engineer. So let's go back up here and let's look at security engineer for embedded systems, and then I'll pull up the SRE job as well too. All right. So it says it looks like it's a mid-career position. This one is out of New York. Let me blow up a little bigger because I'm pretty sure it's probably small on your screen. Um, Roles work with GE business to develop transition security, work with hardware and suppliers and engineering tools, collaborate with universities, industrial consortiums, and commercial partners, and others advanced in art and OT cybersecurity for embedded systems. Here's some required qualifications here: master's in computer engineering, electrical engineering, or related disciplines, or a minimum of 3 years of industrial experience, or a bachelor's degree in computer engineering. And I can see that because in computer engineering, you'll deal with embedded systems, understanding resistors, transistors, diodes, soldering, how to take a chip, breadboard that chip, connect your inputs with that chip, program that particular chip or chips if you needed to. And then here there's like strong and embedded C, C++, but I wouldn't even. I'll also put some embedding skills under Java as well too, but they're probably more on a C and Python shop. Um, Experience with Linux security and Linux driver and kernel development. I've gone over this before as well too. When we're talking about kernel development, if you go to kernel.org, this is like the latest and greatest place to find the latest and greatest kernel. What you see on your cloud resources, such as AWS or GCP, and you get uh, a particular operating system, such as Red Hat or Ubuntu. usually what they have, they don't have the latest kernel. They have the latest kernel for the release of the operating system that they're using. And so typically you have to download the latest kernel. Once you download the latest kernel, then you can go through and manipulate this kernel if you needed to take out all the bloatness, like not VMware drivers, but Bluetooth drivers, or you have audio drivers on a machine that's sitting in the cloud that don't need audio. So different things like that. So here, when they're talking about being able to write kernel drivers, you have to download the kernel dash devel, and that's development for that, so you can do that kind of thing. And there's actually a particular book out there. If you're on Linux, not Linux Academy, but if you're on O'Reilly, you can find out about doing creating kernel drivers, and that's really what you're doing. Like when you are plugging in your USB device, it's a driver that recognizes that device. So there's something that's talking to the hardware on through the operating system. So, and that's a driver. So, and then you got Linux security. Here they also get into ARM processors, incorporating hardware-based security techniques. Here we go with ARM, Trust Zone, Secure Boot, and these you should recognize these if you're doing embedded work, and even if you're not doing embedded work, you should recognize Secure Boot. That should be something. Software update, you should recognize that. Here we're starting to get into cryptographic algorithms and protocols. And then they want you to know, understand how to do GE research and stuff like that. Willing to work out of the office, blah, 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 must be 18, submit your application, desired characteristics. I figured this would come up along FPGA, VHDL, Verilog. You learn this in your computer engineering, electrical engineering classes. Hypervisors, we go over that. KVM is the main baseline hypervisor that you have inside of Linux, inside of not Linux, but inside of Red Hat and inside of AWS, Azure, and GCP containers and other technologies, and then real-time environment with QNets and VxWorks and Greenhouse. You can look those up. I'm familiar with VxWorks, but again, this is for more on the long side of you being a security engineer with embedded systems. So basically, hacking the system, making sure the system is secure. And that's just one job at GE. I didn't go through uh, all the different ways they have the things divided up, or I should say, locations or what have you divided up. But you get the gist here, right? So now let's go look at. Let me see if I can pull up this SRE engineer position here that got sent over, so you all can take a look at that. All right, so let me find that description, and here we go. See, is that it? No, that's not it. Oh, it's opening up. So this job description is here. All right, so let's blow that up some. Well, let's see. Let me get rid of that, and then let me go here. We go to, well, let's go 150. Yeah. All right. So the site reliability engineering position, maybe I'll make it a little bigger here. Go 300. That's too big. All right. So in this role, you'll develop automated solutions to predict and address potential problems before they result in a service interruption. Utilize monitoring and alerting systems to construct the foundations for self-healing systems. Participate in an on-call team, of course. Identify potential process improvements. Define and drive architectural enhancements. Investigate root cause of severe systematic outages, establish performance baseline, collaborate with different business units, eligibility, U.S. citizen. Here they want you to have a bachelor's degree in computer science or information management or a STEM major, with a minimum of 2 years of technical experience or expertise. Experience with configuring Splunk, New Relic, Sensu. You get access to all of those for free. demonstrate the ability to script in Go, Ruby, Python, and Bash. Understanding of Unix systems, the mean Linux systems, strong analytical and problem solving skills, be the solution. Experience with all stages of Agile and CI/CD, high availability, schedulers, containers, Linux kernel, TCP dump, Wireshark, load balancers, C, Go, Java, Ansible, and Terraform for configuration management, AWS, GCP, and be comfortable with command line. Have some leadership skills and personal attributes. They also list that emotional intelligence, highly organized. That's why I told y'all to get the journal. A hacker or a tinker at heart, like trying to figure out stuff. Take your notes on that. Just keep your daily journal. I think Adele, I think you said you went and got your journal as well too. All right. So, just, you make sure that you get, when you're looking at these jobs, that you go through and break them down. And then also cross reference them with other definitions of SRE. Like everybody's definition of SRE can be slightly skewed. I also, you also have this site here. What is a site reliability engineer from Google? There are also books out there for site reliability engineer. I need to put up my GitLab repository of all the resources and stuff that I had collected. But here's their books. There are more books out there other than what you see right here for SRE. Um, so that's one job. That's at General Electric. Let me go back and look at what else was next. All right. So another position that came over was Red Hat OpenShift engineer. This was in New Jersey. Um, 6-month contract to hire. Um, they are looking for someone with 5 years as a Linux engineer, extensive hands-on with understanding and installing OpenShift, how to configure it, experience with Red Hat, experience with AWS, ECS, EKS, EMR, other general Kubernetes flavors. Then they got a Linux support engineer. This is out of North Carolina. This is a direct hire. I have the point of contact for all these jobs as well too. These 3 jobs we're about to go over right now is the same person. Um, Data management firm looking to hire a support engineer. The engineer will be working with a team of experts, Linux environment, so forth, Azure, network storage, understanding mostly through applications or interactive through SSH, VNC, or NX. The engineer will work with all the necessary fundamental DNS, NFS, DHCP, and they go through and talk about what you'll be doing. This right here is nothing but the RHCSA right here. This is all that I was talking about. The RHCSA, understanding some security and understanding cloud. This right here is that job right there. If you ever wanted to look at what the path looks like, this is that job, right? The next one is a senior Linux engineer. This is out of Wisconsin. They want you, and I talk about this, but it's very niche, but under experience with Rail 6 and Rail 7 and a satellite server, Satellite 6. I think they're on 6.8 now. Satellite 6.8, I think. They may be still on 6.7. And then Ansible, then understanding how to do STIGs. This right here is nothing but the RxCSA right here. That's what this is. Um, Understanding STIG, OSCAP, Linux VMs in the cloud, OpenShift container platform on-prem or in Azure. So they let you know they got probably something on-prem and in Azure, and they're deploying applications. And they want you probably to understand CI/CD as well too. Nagio Centrify for logging in, handling accounts, and then experience with Active Directory. Approximately 350 servers ranging from Rail 5 to Rail 8. Rail 5 is out of service, so unless you know it's an older location, and I mean it's an older company. I don't want to say company. They got old products that say that because Rail 5 is no longer in. There's no more support for that. Rail 5 to Rail 8. So you got 5, 6, 7, and 8. when you're looking at that, along with the satellite servers. This right here is probably going to be your meat and potatoes right here. The free version of okay, is it still? I don't know. I have to look it up. Something similar to it would be Cobbler. Cobbler is a piece of it, but I have to look and see if that one particular open source project. I thought it was dead, that get you close to the satellite server. But basically, what the satellite server is a way to manage all your instances, VMs, across multiple environments. So if you have something in AWS or in the cloud, I mean, not in the cloud, but on prem or what have you, you can have those things check into the satellite server. And you can control updates or what have you. If you need to do some type of vulnerability scan on it or whatnot, you can initiate that from your satellite server. So you can go to Red Hat's website, and here you go. You just type in Red Hat satellite, and then it takes you right there, and you can see the picture start to pop up. But just give you an overview of what Red Hat Satellite can do. If you ever registered a instance back with Red Hat, like we do the registration of an instance, that's actually registering with Red Hat's satellite server, and you can go through, how we do the subscriptions and so forth. That's what that is. All right. So this particular, if you're interested in any of these particular jobs, the SRE with General Electric, and the three jobs that I just showed you, if you're interested in those, hit us up after this, or hit us up in Slack and let us know if that's something that you all are interested in. All right, cool. All right, so let's move on to our next thing here. All right, let's close this out. Delete that. I don't need that. This is what I want here. All right. So let's see. Make sure I cover all my jobs. Want to get them out of the way first. Yep, we're done with the job. So now let's move into our what we really like to talk about is stocks. So this particular these two ETFs have generated 20% return average over the past 5 years. And then we can go take a look and see what's in them and look at their performance. All right, so this one is Charles Schwab, and it's SCHD. And then the other one I want to get down here and show you, this one is DGRO. So now let's go over here to, let's go look at Yahoo Finance, and let's look up SCHD. Um, and it's a dividend equity. But let's go look at the performance here. All right, so year to date so far, it's returned 19.59. 1 year to date is returned 44.01%. Right. We look here a year. It was on par to do. It did 51.13. It said on average, it's returning 20%. So let's go look and see what's in the holdings for this. So we see we got some financial services, some consumer defensive, some healthcare, industrials, and some technology. Really, financial services is really the biggest holding there, or area of holding. So here we have Home Depot, Broadcom. I think it's a Gen, Amagen, Pepsi, BlackRock. You know how I like them. Pfizer, Cisco, Verizon, Texas Instruments, Home Depot, and I guess it's Merck and Company, right? So that gives you an idea of what's in there. Top 10 holdings at 40.88% of total assets, right? Let me see. I had the most. What's this one here? Let's go look at that, and then let's go look at um what it's looked like over time. 76. Um, Let's see, are they bullish? They're bearish on this one, and you can look at the financials as well too. All right. So that one was SCHD is the ticker symbol SCHD. The other one that we're going to go look up was I think it's DGRO. All right, DGRO. All right, let's look at that one. All right, at $51.68 a share. Let's go look at the performance. Um, Year to date 16, but year 1 year daily total return 34%, 3 years 15.85. Looking at it, it looks like return 37.13% of your money. It's not bad. In 2019 it was 20%. I expect 2020 to be down. That's fair. All right, let's go look and see who's in the holdings for this one. Um, Financial services again, technology is a strong second, and then healthcare, and then everybody else are in the single digits besides consumer defense. All right, let's scroll down here. We got Microsoft, Apple, Johnson and Johnson, Verizon, Pfizer, Procter and Gamble, JP, Chase Morgan, Home Depot, Cisco Systems, and Merck. Again, notice that's common across these two. Um, I would probably look at this one as well too. Um, for DGRO is the ticker symbol. All right, and drop in the comments if you're invested in those already, or if you like them, or what your thoughts are as well. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? From Columbia, South Carolina. All right, so next one up that I have, let me look, is Duolingo. And ticker symbol is DUOL. All right, DUOL. And then we'll go check out their jobs as well too. All right, so DUOL. Um, let me pull back. It says the stock rises again, up nearly 40% in the three post IPO sections. Let me pull this up here. Um, See, it rallied as much as 5.22% to reach $141.40. So, yeah, although the shares later pulled back and closed at 140.25, ahead of 4.3% on the session and 37.5% in 3 days. Um, let's see, they have 40 million monthly active users on the platform. So you can imagine what type of security that is and what kind of access that is. The company is still well received. The IPO priced them at $102 a share, and they're at 140.25. Um, Let me see what else is that. That's good. That will make sense for you. That's pretty much it. The rest is just talking about financials and so forth and so on. All right, so let's go look at. Um, we see what we just talked about it. Let's see, 5 days. You can see what that. This is what they were talking about there. That big bump right there. Let's look at it for 6 months here. We had a little dip. Let me see. Let me go back and look at a month. Yep, 6 months, year to date. Okay, yeah, it's been only been around 6 months because you can see year to date, 1 year, 5 years. It's all looking the same. So 6 months is right where you're at there. It's probably when it hit. I don't know. It probably hit the market before that, but you can see here it probably recently hit the market though. All right, so they could say it's overvalued. Yeah, see, language app Duolingo climbs 36% after $525 million IPO. Let me get out of my email. It announces second quarter 2021 results on Wednesday, August the 11th of 2021. They're gonna be releasing that. Duolingo speaks Wall Street language stock zooms higher after IPO jumped up 38%. All right. So there you go, Duolingo. So let's now go check out Duolingo's jobs with 40 million active users. All right, so now let's go check out careers. Did I miss it up there? I probably did. So they got courses, privacy, social. What am I missing? Here we go, careers. All right, and let's view openings. All right, so they have an opening. Let me see. Okay, here's the different departments. You can see how things are laid out. So, I'd usually try to start with departments that I want to work in, and then I'll work my way towards the jobs in that department, right? All right, so but here for AI and machine learning, they have jobs based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, business development in New York, content operations. They got a freelance operations coordinator, corporate development, data science, design, finance and accounting, learning curriculum, legal, marketing, operations, people, director of technical recruiting, product. They got a principal product engineer, software engineering, senior operations engineer, engineering manager, architect, IT technician, staffs, site reliability engineer. Here we go. You see, when you hear 40 million active users, you want to think SRE. Strategy and business and so forth. And then they also have freelance positions as well too. So here's if you're language translation from German to English, if you want to do English to German, um, expert in teaching English to speakers of Hindi. So this is just another way if you want to pick up some extra cash. You can also do some freelance work for them. I mean, I want to work directly with them or for them, I should say, but with them. All right. So you can see they have a ton of jobs that are out there from various backgrounds, right? And that was Duolingo. All right. So now let's look at let's check this out right here. This is Qualtrics is to acquire uh, Clara Bridge in a stock transaction valued at what 1.3 billion, 1.13 billion. So let's look that up. The ticker symbol for this for Qualtrics is XM. So let's go ahead and look at XM. All right. And let's go look at what they've been doing over a 6 month period, year to date. Not looking good over time here, but let's give you what they're doing. All right, so it's a in a stock transaction varying at 1.125 billion, represents 5% pro forma ownership in a Qualtrics Class A common stock, based at 37.5. Clarabridge is an AI powered platform, so we need to go look at them too. Let's go check out them too. It's called Clara Bridge. So here it is right here. Right. Um, it is an AI powered platform that enables companies to capture and analyze customer feedback from indirect sources such as social media, emails, support calls, chats, and product reviews. So basically, I'm scraping all the social media with this product to get some to look at see who's mentioned or reviewed. With the combination of Clarabridge and Qualtrics companies would be best positioned to truly understand what customers and employees are saying across every channel and deliver personal experiences at an incredible scale. Let me see if I can pull this up because it was on Seeking Alpha. Let me see if I can pull that up so you can see this chart. So you can see how they're breaking that down. All right, so here's what I wanted you to see. Let's go back. It says with a combination of collaborative companies with best. Okay, so here's how they're looking at stuff. I don't know if I can make that even bigger than that, but they have structured data, unstructured data. So here's where Qualtrics is at. They want them to come in and handle unstructured data, and then they're probably going across all these platforms right here to do an analysis using AI of feedback, customer feedback, and so forth. So 85% of the data in the enterprise. So they're going to be connecting and pulling all this information in and then translate it and then filtering that out, for feedback, bad feedback, good feedback. This transaction is closed Q4. This transaction represents 50% of Qualtrics FYI 2021 revenue. All right. So just be aware of what's going on here. You may want to just put this on a watch list to see, where they go with this, because this is interesting. Where you're just playing in the background on this, for some app or something like that. All right. And the ticker symbol for Qualtrics is XM. All right. All right. So now let's go with some gainers for the week, and then we'll be ready to close out here. All right. So the next one is ticker symbol is MRIN. Marine. Oh, it switched on me. MRIN. There we go. All right. This was up, as you can see, 28% for the week. So might want to just put that on a watch, check it out, and then let's go and look and see Marine Software Incorporated. What is it? Marine Software Incorporated. Maximize your ad. I want to say. Let me go back to that little description. Maximize your ad performance and budget on search, social, and display. Free demo, save time and insights, smart optimization, and streamline your workflow. So that's what that particular software does, and they're up this week. Marine has helped advertisers manage over 40 billion in search and social and e-commerce ad spend. In the process, identifying three principles for growth: integrate, align, and optimize. So here, some of their main folks that use this. It's probably a healthy penny for this too. All right. So just a FYI on that. The next one you've heard of them or you didn't know, but it's Team, and Team is Atlassian. They're based out of Australia. As you can see, 21.8%. Yeah, they got them up 22% here. Let's look at that big jump there over 5 days. Something was going on right here. That's a big jump from the 29th, from 266 to 350 to 341. It's huge. Wonder what happened. What came out about that? See, Elation just reported, and analysts have been lifting their price targets. See if they got anything out here. No, they don't have anything else on them. Let's go with that. See. So shareholders with its shares surging 20% in a week since its latest annual revenues were in line with expectations of 2.1 billion, while statutory losses at 2.79 a share. Uh, and then they go over some how they're analyzing Atlassian and whatnot. All right, so that's team. The next one is Silicon Motion Technology. And that ticker symbol is SIMO. And I'm gonna go to Atlassian now, right after this, so we can look at jobs. But they're up 18% for the week. And you can see how that's been flowing there. right? We got a big jump here in a month. We got a big jump there, and then 6 months. So these are just ones I will put on my watch list. Just watch them. Let's go look at Atlassian, and then let's look at Silicon Motion. So let's go to Atlassian first. Atlassian. And let's look at careers. Let me see if it's at the bottom down here. All right, we got resources, careers. Anybody who's ever used Jira, Bitbucket, Confluence, this is who makes those particular products. All right, so now you can see how they got their stuff spread out. Amsterdam, Washington D.C., San Francisco, remote. Let's go to remote for right now. So remote, they're looking for a senior data engineer, a front end, a senior data engineer for Jira, full stack front end, senior data accounting, looking for an analyst, uh, and then we have some recruiters, some sales. Don't forget sales engineering; it's always great. Um, Computer support engineer, escalation manager, and senior support engineer. So, principal strategy and business architect, customer success and support. So go to their website and check out their jobs that they have, and that's just the remote stuff that I pulled. I didn't. You can come over here and do IT stuff, and you'll probably get a different view. Data engineer, senior data visualization engineer, IT product manager, sales enablement. And so just and no, they don't have any site reliability, but they do have security. Senior security intelligence analyst, and then head of security. That one is in Amsterdam and one is in San Francisco. All right, so the other one we want to go look up is Silicon Motion Technology. Let's go check out their website and see what they talking about. Silicon Motion Technology. Right. So Silicon Motion is a global leader in supplying NAND. Remember in the meetup I talk about the logical or on the logical and so then the NAND would be not and on it. Remember both arguments have to be true in order for it to be true. And if both arguments are false, then it's false. You get a one. So basically ones and zeros when we're talking about this. So they supply NAND flash controllers for solid state storage devices and merchant leader in supplying SSD. So let's go check them out. You probably need, if you're doing this work, if you're working here, I'm gonna, I know I'm not going on a limb. I know you're probably gonna need some electrical or computer engineering behind you in terms of degrees, but let's go and see what kind of jobs they do have. All right, so they talk about compensation, the perks, the vacation, the health, the well-being, and honor. Um, let me see. Why? Oh, here, okay. I right there in my face. Search jobs. Would have bit me. All right. Let's see. Now, let's go. Let's keep. So their locations are in Taiwan or USA. So let's go here, USA. All right, so in the US, they're looking for a field application, an applications engineer, a senior manager, ASIC, ASIC, ASIC engineer, director, and senior counsel. Let's go with application engineer. All right, and let's blow this up because their wording on here is small. So BS, SEE, MSEE, BSCS. I know that all sounds like what in the world is she saying? What is all of that? Semiconductor industry background. Yeah, 3 years of experience, software, firmware, applications engineer. Yeah. Familiar with microcontrollers and embedded systems, logic, oscilloscope, hooking up to an oscilloscope, assembly, C++, and NAND, and they talk about compensation and so forth. So here's their a little bit about their comprehensive health plan: dental care, vision care, short-term disability, life insurance principal, life insurance, accidental death and dismemberment insurance, long-term, pre-tax premiums, FSA. They have a 401k plan. The company provides an employer match of 50% of your salary, deferral not to exceed 5%. So check that out. Paid time off, and then they have events. So Silicon Motion is giving up 50% on that. So you may want to check them out, see what they got going on. All right. The next one we want to look at is POWI. POWI. Um, Power integrations. They were up for the week of 14% on a 5 day. You can see here there's a big jump there. Um, what they've been looking like over this past. All right, this is a high for them at 96.99. See, we go out a year. Yep, that's a high for them. All right. Bullish on that. And then let's go check out their jobs. Power integrations. POWI is the ticker symbol. All right. So power integrations. Join our community and have a technical question while working on your new power design. All right. And then let's look at careers. So, oh, there's stuff is small. You see applications engineering, device engineering, engineering itself, where you're getting into ICs. Right here, I'm looking at this. Finance, design, analog and digital circuits, CAD engineering. So then, if you come down here to information technology, you see big data, system architect of big data, um, manager, information security. Let's look at that, and then let's look at system architect. So let's go here and look at the manager, cybersecurity. Okay, oversee network and information security, provide leadership guidance, 8 years. Experience as an information security manager, self-motivated cybersecurity certifications are a plus. Project management experience. Going to work closely with IT groups and security projects. Drive best practice security measures towards ISO 27001 compliance and certification. Managing security audits and vulnerability and threat assessments and direct responses to network or system intrusions and detections. Identify current security threats and implement measures to prevent future attacks. All right, that's the overview of the manager of information security. Let's go look at this one here, the system architect of big data. All right, we getting into power integration and big data platform, big data for machine learning and AI, understanding data lakes, S3 Spark, AWS big data. They're doing stuff with implementations exceeding 50 terabytes in size, Java or Python for your some type of scripting language. Hands-on experience with at least system integration platform such as Talend, Informatica, MuleSoft. Uh, you want some history, some project management, understanding Spark, distributed query, engines, ideally with Presto. And that was primarily it for that one. I wonder if do they have a list of their benefits on their site. So let's go back and let me see if we got somewhere where they got some benefits or something like that. What's the name of this company again? It is Power Integrations. Let's see. All right. So I wonder if that's it. North America employee tenure and benefits. Um, share. Let me see. All right. Medical, dental, vision, paid time off, Roth in plan conversions, employee stock purchase plan, nonprofit grant matching, optional. And that's another way you all can donate. Check with your company and see if you donate, say $10 to Women in Linux and you want to have your company match. That's another way. Discounted movie tickets, fresh bagels, so forth on site showers for working out. So they also have free to reimbursement tuition 5,250. That's the standard. Um, I guess you could probably get some discounts here on your medical live courses, online courses in health and safety. So they have a lot of little perks that you can get, but this is Power Integrations. All right. Last but not least, is this one is called ticker symbol OSS. And this is One Stop Systems. They're up 13%. So let's go for the week. You can see the growth there. They had a high of $6.12. What's it look like out for 5 years? All right. So for 5 years, that 896 is still there. So it's got some momentum, got some room to stretch and grow. Right. All right. So the name of this company is One Stop Systems. Let's go look up their jobs. I'll put a one in the chat if you like what we went over today. Also, don't forget to hit the notification button, um, so you can get when we go live. In case like, hey, I don't know if they went live at 11:30 or not. What's going on? At least you get the notification buttons. All right. So here we go. One Stop Systems, high performance appliances for AI transportable military and an industrial application. AI on the fly. All right. I guess this is where they're putting AI into uh, different different autonomous vehicles, defense, industrial, media and entertainment, high performance computing appliances for applications. The transferable market. Here's the AI on the fly servers, AI on the fly storage, PCIe, classic. They're probably making all this stuff in house too, or they may rebrand something. Enhanced security with high performance AI capability deployed at the rugged edge, leveraging edge computing, AI transportable key edge. See, they're based out of, is it, say that, Dion, Escondido, California? Think that's right? Escondido. Okay. Salt Lake City. They have a regional office in Germany and then in One Stop Systems in Anaheim. And here's who they're partnered with. We're gonna take their chips and put it into our stuff, right? All right. So now let's go check out their jobs. Um, see, they have investors. They got some cash flow statements there. I'm just looking at their website. Um, let me see. Company careers. Open positions. Senior government sales engineer. I bet you are looking for that. Senior buyer, commercial, regional, more please contact HR here. That's probably gonna open up an email. Um, tremendous talent, keen for vision, work. I bet you, I bet you their stuff is probably word of mouth. This is interesting. I'm gonna have to check them out a little bit more. Let's go check out their products. Let's go look at that AI on the fly. Um, explore expansion, optimize rugged, short depth, rack and scale, GPUs, so forth. I bet you a lot of people use them. Check them out though. Um, they grew 13% this week. And their ticker symbol is OSS. All right. I will watch them. I would not be surprised. I wonder if Plantier would be a competitor to them, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not, or maybe they may do something jointly together. Um, let's go take one step further here and look up one stop systems just on the internet. I just want to see um, how what kind of search results we get back from. Um, you can see that what everybody's been saying. People are kind of happy with them. Let's go back and just see if we got anything like people mentioning them. See, we wouldn't blame One Stop Center shareholder if they were a little worried. That was back in April. And I'm just doing an overview just to see, what kind of media coverage they got. Check out their partners. You can go check out their financials. Well, how are they involved in the entertainment industry? Just looking at that. That's what I would do with them. Check them out because they're cheap right now. Um, but I can see them growing over time. All right, let me check the comments in here. Thanks for the ones. John, good. I'm glad you're studying. I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope it works. Duolingo. Yep. Hey, if you love Duolingo, Sasha, go invest in it. All right. I don't see any questions. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm scrolling up. Make sure I didn't miss anything. All right. So that's it for today for tech stocks and jobs. I just wanted to make sure that you got a chance to see what's going on around the industry. I have not begun to even talk about all the recent news that came out um, for the on the government contracting side. I may pull that up. I may incorporate that at 2 o'clock. I got some ideas in it. But until then, see you at 2 o'clock. You all be safe. Again, if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us on everything at Women in Linux. If you want to set up a time to do a one-on-one, you can do it on Calendly. And then if you just want to just hang out with us, you can hang out with us in Slack or on Wednesdays from 7 to 9. Most definitely on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and but we still have it open. So until then, we'll catch y'all next week for Tech Stocks and Jobs.